Welcome to Alpaz, the first Ascension.
Session 17. Goodbye, Alli.
Now let's begin A Tale of Chaos.
Hello, this is NatChaos, where we spend an hour and a half procrastinating, not going to sleep, and playing some D&D. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and podcast, then follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for updates and teasers. Finally, join the Chaos community. Links in the description below. To everyone who has been listening, thank you so much for listening to us today. We're saying goodbye to our dear Alli Ingrid. But before we get into that, a quick recap. As the dust of battle settles, the paparazzi rises, taking in every detail of this monumental battle. In fact, even Yusuf takes a picture of the party. Zygon, anxious, just hides during the whole situation. They're escorted out of the place with the help of the Race United and are taken to their headquarters. There, they meet Laren, a high elf monk who protected the other cities of the Neoland country while the Battle of the Demons occurred. There, they also meet a member of the original Agents of Chaos, a high elf with a robotic eye named Kyron, who now leads the Race United. After some catch-up with Jokir, Kyron then gives them all gifts to aid them in their journey as adventurers. After the meeting, some people talk privately with Kyron. Zygon wants to know of the whereabouts of the Gladeborn Guild, who have become more active recently. Jukir talks about his past, wanting to know where he left off before his memory was wiped. As the party leaves the headquarters, a surge of negative emotion begins to fill Zygon. He leaves for a walk, where Bruiser and Alli comfort him to little success. Once his emotions were a bit calmer than they walked back towards the Shooting Star Hotel, where Alli's choker, along with her mother's choker, begins to glow.
Bruv.
Alli,
Beeping noise begins to echo.
why are you shining?
Wait, what echoes?
A beeping noise.
A beeping noise.
Bruiser, I know I'm drunk, but is she glowing for you?
Oh.
No? I pulled the choker out of my pocket and it's like glowing. So I look at it. And I'm like, what?
Is it? Wait, is it? Oh,
As
I thought
you
this
look
was a thing
into
that
it,
only
Alli.
Zygon could see. Okay.
Wait, am I high too? I thought I was only drunk.
No,
As
I
you-
can see it too. I can see it too.
Yes,
I
Bruiser can
affirm
see
that
it as
inside.
well.
We can all see it. We can all see it.
As you look
It's
into the light, Alli, it's almost like you know the sensing lasers that is technically like what happens, and it begins to speak. That Alli Ingrid identity has been confirmed.
Oh my
And then
absolute.
The
Go on.
two chokers, which are glowing, begin to create some form of holographic image in front of you, and it's your mother,
Whoa.
fair as she always was, actually in her youth, with black hair tied up into a bun, sparkles on her makeup, not seemingly always prepared for a performance.
What do I do? I look at her and I'm like, mother?
Bruiser,
Can I reach out?
Bruiser, are you doing this?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm gonna reach out and try to touch her. Does it is it physical? Like, can I touch her?
No, it is not. But it does seem to reply to you, and she goes, "Oh, there's Squishy. That won't work, unfortunately."
What? Everything I'm
see
saying
if-
is in character. What?
I see you've gotten off your phone for once and taken a look around.
Do I
But
recognize the voice?
Yes, a famous singer from a long time ago.
mother, what are you? How are you? What?
By the time that you're here talking to me, it's probably because I'm gone. I just had a bit of help from Damiar. I'm not quite sure if you've met her, but she's one of my closest friends. She's
Oh,
actually the
wow.
one.
Damier. Oh, can she? Are you responding to me, Mother? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Whoa.
only a piece of my soul is stuck, at least, within this instrument, and will only last for a couple of minutes. I wanted to maybe clear some things up for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner. It's just that we were being chased by the Race United. I'm not quite sure if you do remember, but your mom was never the best of singers. I sort of had some mutations done to my larynx with the help of Damiar. I suppose that she's gotten good at that in the past few years. So I had like a siren mutation. It was like no biggie. Apparently that was illegal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't do that.
I won't. What? You had a mutation?
Yeah, sweetie, that's how I kind of became famous at singing.
So my talent isn't natural?
Your talent. What does it matter if it was natural? I'm not quite sure if the siren's genes went into mine, but maybe, perhaps. Did I have it before the mutation? I really don't quite remember. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Mother! Well,
So,
what do I do now, in general?
your life is still in your hands. I just wanted to maybe give you like a last call before I actually completely disappear.
Do you have to? If I shut you off now, can I save the last few minutes for later?
Not quite sure if that would work.
Well, rip.
Accidentally pulls the plug.
Dear Allison.
Well, Mother,
Technically.
we're doing well. Update. We're doing well since you last saw us. Father is doing well. I'm doing well. My sister, who exists, is doing well. Yep. And
Good to hear that she's doing well.
I'm well on my way to fame like you. I love you.
That sounds wonderful. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I know that you're on your path to success. And I'm glad to know that you're not crying over me at this point in time.
And I interject. Just kind of taking care of me. Nice to meet you, by the way.
I'm a mother now, Mother.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who is the husband? I'm not quite sure if I approve of
I am a
this.
hypothetical mother.
Yeah, she's my hypothetical mother. Nice to meet you. My name is Zygon.
It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna be dead soon.
Oh.
Well, welcome to the Dead Mothers Club.
Farewell. I love you.
I want to leave you a few words.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I will listen. I
don't-
will write it down. I will record it. I pull out my phone and I start recording her. Does this work?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that works. What I need you to know is this. First of all, don't follow my footsteps.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
manipulate others for your own wants.
Oh,
Instead,
damn.
why is that a problem?
What? No, go on. I love you. Go
We'll
on.
talk about some other time. Instead, be kind to everyone, even those who you don't know. Care
Mhm.
for those who you don't care about, and love those who you do care about. And never hold a grudge against those who've wronged you. I kind of did the opposite of that, and look where I am now.
Well,
I'm not
No.
saying that you're not the perfect daughter that I've ever had. I'm not saying that you should not be a famous singer. You're a great and wonderful performer. I knew that ever since you were young. I just want you to live the best life you can and not follow my footsteps. But do become a famous pop star, of course. I support that.
I will try my best, Mother. I will
Alright.
do all the good things you told me to do as well, starting now.
Wait, I'm sorry. You haven't been doing those?
Oh,
Starting.
she has. She
I
has.
have.
She
I
has.
have. Yeah, we have. We all have. All of my friends and I.
Hi.
Friend. Okay.
Peace sign. We both throw up peace signs at my mother.
Send my regards to Damiar. And as
Oh.
always, get off your phone and do what you're destined to do.
Allie slowly lowers her phone. Okay.
Love you, sweetheart.
Love you. And she tries to hug her mom. I don't think it works, but she feels something.
Yes, you feel a small force pushing back at you as you're hugging. You interpret it as a hug from the spirit of your mom, but honestly, it's just. the
No, we don't
chokers,
need to know what it was. We
turning
don't
back.
need to know what it is. It's a
Alli
hug from the spirit.
does not know that. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Allie low-key starts crying like a bit because like she's still in shock. So it hasn't completely hit her that her mom came back, but
I get off
tears.
I get off Bruiser and I kind of like do what she did to me. I go on my knees and I give her a hug.
Well, I'm so
I think
short.
Bruiser tries his best to read social cues and comes over to kind of wrap them both in a hug, but it can't be comfortable because he's made of metal.
And now you
Yeah,
sense
Allie.
a lot of
After
cold
a while,
around you.
Allie like shrugs Bruiser off and like is like, okay, I'm good. And she puts the other choker around her neck as well. So now she has two chokers.
Grief, huh?
Alright. You head back.
How wide are these chokers, just for reference?
Yeah, how wide? My neck wide.
Like, are they the stylish thin ones or like the thicker ones?
Yes, yes, they are. They are the stylish
The
thin
two
metal
big
Okay,
ones.
ones.
just making sure.
Allie
You head back
has
to the. Sorry. You head back to the Shirley Star Hotel. Jokir, there was something that you wanted to do.
Oh yeah, I take Eldritch Blast, and then I'm going to. We all have statues, right? I'm not wrong. I forgot about this until Zygon went to bearing a
Yeah,
statue.
we all have statues.
Like the pavement in front of my statue, I'm gonna carve out Jokir lives. I'm going to find you. Except some of the letters are backwards. But for the most part, it makes sense.
Okay. We're gonna start heading into the time skip of this 1 month. I know that we've done like a lot of time. We're gonna go with Bruiser and Hans first, who are going to head into Leafwalker Industries to have a meeting with
Sure
the
are.
CEO.
I assume that we didn't just the next day be like, oh, we're scheduling a meeting, blah, 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 blah. Like, I think Bruiser probably helps around with everything that's going on, repair, whatever. He does want to help people, even though he has a choice to not help people now. But his main goal is he is looking for somebody. And so I think maybe Hans is able to get him this meeting or something of that sort, where he's been waiting for it for a good portion of the month because I guess she has a busy schedule. And he's got a lot on his mind. He's got a lot in his little robot brain.
His RAM can only take so much. You head over to the top of Leafwalker Industries Tower. where you meet this small halfling with abnormally lots of twinkles in her eyes. She is probably the most charismatic businesswoman that you have seen in your life.
More charismatic
she
than
has-
Jokier.
Businesswoman specifically. Is Joker a businesswoman?
She has light brown hair that's curly up to shoulder length. You enter her office, which is the typical like CEO office, large room, one table, two chairs. One is centered, and the other side is for you to sit on.
Is
Hi,
Hans
yes.
with Bruiser?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he needs a chaperone. He's only 6.
Hi, yes. Is there perhaps anything I could help you with? I know that our scheduled meeting time is very short, so we'll keep it quick.
Do you know who I am?
Yes. We've met. Totally, yes. BRX. The numbers escaped me. I'm sorry.
BRX 962.
Yes, yes. Is there anything that you would need?
The Warforged in the city are going haywire.
And that should be my concern. Why?
I have reason to believe that your actions have caused an instability in my code.
My actions? To what are you referring to specifically?
Oh, do I have to talk about it? Does he he remembers, right?
Hans or Bruiser?
Bruiser. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Hans.
Yeah.
Okay. Like he knows what happened. Okay. You are responsible for the disappearance of a young girl.
Ah, Bruiser. Yes, now I remember. The girl. Yes.
ID 1. Name Rowan Phillips. Characteristics: medium length wavy red hair put up in braids. Estimated age 8 years old. Estimated height 3 feet 5 inches.
I mean, that was a couple of years ago. She's probably like, I don't know, 14 now.
If a robot could look sad.
Oh,
Where
don't
is
do that
she?
in front of me, not in the office.
Did the race
Let's
United
just
not
say-
give him upgrades to have emotions?
Well, he has a metal face.
Let's just say that I used her for a business deal.
Where is she?
And she's not currently in my custody, not anywhere in the building, not anywhere in Neoland. She's off with the elves.
You treated her like a commodity.
And I shouldn't do that to lives, because why?
Well, you've certainly done it to me all of my life. I never thought about it before, but I've recently made some friends. And I understand now. What you did was wrong.
Oh, dear innocent Bruiser, I don't think you still quite understand. To make a profit, really, there are a lot of things that you kind of have to use as sacrifices, as pawns, as business deals.
I will not let her be your sacrifice.
I'll go on and find her then. I don't think you quite understand just exactly who Rowan is, now do you?
She's my friend.
Well, a powerful friend you have then. Children in our future, people used to say. I think people still say that, actually. But many children have great capabilities, and I think it's up to us, the adults, to use them to the best.
You're clearly of no use to me. You have no relevant information. I'm going to gather data somewhere else.
The elves, I dare say, if you could track down the caravan, they would be somewhere in the kingdom of Pelor.
Your actions will come back to haunt you.
Actions have consequences. Really? Yeah, don't worry. The sheep will balance. No, I shall see you around.
I should hope not. And you should hope not too.
Have a good day.
I would say likewise, but I don't lie.
Said that the
If we meet
idiot.
her, Drakira's gonna mark her ass, and I'm gonna turn to a demon and eat her.
She's a capitalist. What do you think would happen?
Let's eat her.
Hey, Zach, how many
Eat
how
the
much
rich,
HP
question
would you
mark?
say she has? Yeah,
How
honestly,
many-
eat the rich.
how many
How
what
much
now?
HP would you say she has?
I'm not telling you. Why would I tell you?
Okay, so Josh, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna mark her, and I'm gonna choose you a big demon and eat her or eat the whole building. Let's go.
Hey, you don't know about this. You don't know about the situation right now.
No, we don't. But as players,
I'm
as
assuming
persons,
that Bruiser's gonna tell everything to Zygon, and then Zygon's gonna tell everything to me. So one way or another, we're all gonna find out about it.
I don't know about the last part. On the first
Okay,
part.
I guess so.
Or the first part. I think Bruce is gonna keep it to himself.
This in particular is something that Bruiser is kind of doing on his own. I don't think he's told anybody about this. He was kind of like, all right, peace out. You guys have fun cleaning up all this rubble. I'm gonna go have a little thing that I gotta do. He didn't say it like that. He's a robot. But he definitely is not talking about his past.
well,
I would assume that Hans hasn't stuck with the group, that he's kind of just done his own thing, and that they were just, reunited so that Bruiser could go and look. It's important to him.
Why would he stick with us? We kidnapped him.
We kind of did kidnap him a little bit, but
We're gonna move on to another side quest, which is Jakir's first attempt at regaining a memory. This happens while you're fighting one of the demons, and you switch into flush breaker mode, and obviously you're given that choice again. And I'm just gonna say that you went ahead and went for a memory, and actually, Ariel, you might want to stay for this for, I don't know.
yeah, I'll be here
Maybe
for another minute.
For Sivian
Sure.
purposes.
Oh shit! Oh, okay, all right, okay.
Actually, Sivian's not in the first one. I'll just send it to you. You hear a shout while you are fully wrapped in giant tentacles. You squeeze your hands through the layers of these tentacles, but they fight back. You grab two lobster-like pincers from your bag, which you would recognize now as one of the final elemental weapons. Each one a red mystical aura emanating from it. You hit yourself, you shrink, and you squeeze through the tentacles. As soon as you get out, there's a tiefling in front of you, about 6 feet in height, muscular but lean. His horns spread sidewards and then curl slightly forward towards the end, clearly not Sivian as you would remember. His hair is dark red, but with dark brown highlights towards the end. You turn around, see a monstrosity of a creature about 3 feet in height. The skin around its jaw is split into 4 parts, opening to reveal rows of sharp teeth. From the creature's forearms are fins, and from the back to its head are large tentacles that have been encasing you. You look closer at its half-burnt face, revealing graying skin and eyes, one dark blue and the other light blue. I see you've grown the creature says to no response. The tiefling stays quiet. You don't have to do this. You look into its eyes as if looking, and you see the eyes of someone remembering a friend from a long time ago. You immediately hide the pincers and grab a pack of cards. You look through it and pull out an ace of spades, and at that moment, a giant red sea dragon appears, scaring the tiefling away. And that's where this memory ends.
That's Elton. That's my character.
Oh, why
That's
is Elton a
Elton.
beholder?
Zach, I love you.
This is not a beholder.
That's Elton.
If you search up a deep stone, that's exactly what he looks like at this
I
moment.
see.
For some reason, I cannot copy paste into the chat, so I'm not able to tell you exactly what you remember, but I'm going to send you that some other time.
That sounds like a you problem, to be honest.
I'm going to ask Sarah, is there anything that you would like to do during this month-long time, perhaps with a group, well, not with a group?
I think I'd like to lay low a little bit, kind of document everything, write things down. Once in a while, try and find a little, are there any, is there any nature nearby, given that this is like a massive metropolis, I'm assuming?
Yes, it's one of the most sustainable metropolises in the world. For that reason, they have a lot of parks around.
Okay, I'm gonna spend some time, once in a while, maybe every afternoon, just sitting in the park next to some trees and just meditate, be one with nature. And then I'll catch up with, I'm not really sure what the rest of the party is doing. So
Is she just slowly going to stalk each and every one of us?
I think generally the vibe that I got was the whole city is kind of in cleanup and repair, doing damage control, taking care of demons.
So one of us maybe, yeah, one of us is killing demons. Yusuf is just helping out
Joker's
around.
probably killing demons.
Joker's
I think
definitely.
Bruiser's probably helping with like moving rubble and construction stuff. He's a big boy.
Can my rocket scythe be made out of demons?
I would allow that.
Zach, during that time, I'm gonna do the things I sent you that I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And then for helping the city, I'll be helping with healing any injured residents we find that are hiding in the buildings during the demon attacks.
Okay. I would need you to make an investigation check.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Okay.
My dude, I'm probably healed by now.
You are. There is not a lot of information about the demons and their weaknesses. If there is any, they are stored in a book called the Demonomicon. It is a 7-volume book written by a friend of Vilhara named Tasha. She is one of the most powerful witches in all the land. Her whereabouts are currently unknown, but she constantly switches forms and names in order to keep her identity hidden.
Thanks for reminding me, Zachary. I want to take out the box. And I'm going to try to talk to Vilhara.
There is no soul in the box.
Damn it! I tried.
Oh, I baited him so bad for that.
I know. I told you it's not going to work, but I tried. Temples of... I'm pretty sure by now I know who my god is. temples of Savris anywhere?
Yes. There's probably a couple throughout Neoland. Just you visiting those. They would tell you that they feel less and less of the presence of Stavros and any god for that matter.
Okay.
And I think that should be all.
Oh, I'm gonna get new clothes. New clothes
Yeah.
and new mask.
We head over to Jakir's second memory. Sorry, this is literally just memory bomb everywhere. Okay. 2 obsidian doors, about 50 feet high, are in front of you, Jakir. Red light and high temperatures emanating from it. The rest of the place is just dark and wet underwater caverns. You take out a stone that says compress on it and you squeeze through the keyhole that is there. Right as you arrive, a voice rings out and it says, "Oh, you finally arrived," says the tiefling in front of you. He is standing on the edge of a flaming river. Wasn't the tiefling you saw before, but what remains of a long-lost friend. Sylvian, you say? I know not who you are referring to. Don't you remember the... But if you're referring to the child, they're in there. And you see now the same 8-year-old child banging on an invisible wall. The same 8-year-old child that you remembered during your first memory. Sorry, I just got lost. You're the one behind this, you ask? Well, not really. Dad planned it out. I'm just doing what he says. What makes you think I won't hurt you? Oh, Dad says you won't, and I trust him. Now, if you can, hand over the rest of the elemental weapons, and we'll let both of you go. What if I don't? Oh, I guess someone will have to die then. And it's at this point that hundreds of devils begin appearing from beyond the lake. You fight valiantly. But Sivian decides to lower the invisible wall, making your child vulnerable to attacks. You protect the child and decide to give it the spellstone that you used earlier, allowing the child to escape, leaving you in hell devoured by the many devils. The compressed stone somehow comes back to you through the keyhole, but it is now too late. And after that, just black. That's the second memory. I am now... I'm just like going through stuff. I'm so sorry. We're heading to Yusuf and Felix.
All some boy times. Okay, yes. So I guess to start off, like as Yusuf is like helping out, he says his little goodbyes and heads over to Lower Novell.
You're finally home.
Hi. Oh yeah, finally. I also wanted to give you this too before everything.
I'll do that later, and it gives you like a big firm hug. Oh.
Okay, it's nice to see you too. But we've got a lot to do ahead, but also a lot of relaxing because that's a big thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Of course, work before play. What's the plan? What's the plan?
Well, first of all, I need to actually like investigate these weird like ritual things for like the robots, and then after we can start doing I guess jewelry stuff finally. That'd be nice to finally maybe set up a little shop or whatnots. I already mentioned to you before we can go mining. Hopefully you got those robots kind of set up.
More or less. They'll do the best that they can. I was wondering about, transportation. How are you going into the mine and getting out of it as I get all the gems? What's the plan?
I was thinking maybe that might be a good idea. But then there's also recently I've seen these different things called like bags of all, so we might want to invest in that. It might be at least very convenient for us. So then maybe you can go mining, and then I go just make stuff, and see what we actually get. We also need to find clients, but like we can figure that out soon.
Okay. We'll take this a step at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Like we always do. Never
Of
panic.
course. But we can still do like movie nights. I'll keep cooking dinner as per usual. Finally, I can go shopping for some like mac and cheese or something because that might be nice.
I've
Gotta love mac and
been
cheese.
getting a lot of microwavable mac and cheese when you were gone. Maybe
Oh,
we could do
so
away with
probably okay, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it's nice to be back. And I guess we'll play it by ear. I will write up like a little itinerary for us, so then we can maybe follow that. But we'll see.
that. Sounds perfect. I hope to just hone the skills that would be required for mining along the way.
Oh, for sure. I can teach you.
You know how to mine?
Well, I can use mold earth to the extent that maybe I can mine, but like
Should I
I don't
just
really
learn
know.
Molders? Would that be helpful?
It might be, but I don't know if I can just teach it like that. We can try, but like you might also be just staring at dirt.
Oh. Well, we'll try anyways.
Mhm.
That's what matters.
But yeah.
So we actually rolled all of this beforehand. It was a long process of rolling.
It was.
If you went on the Discord chat, there's literally just like 100
Bro,
rolls
they're
everywhere.
fucking rich.
There's so many rolls.
They're
So
fucking
pretty much
rich.
I made like 4 nice pieces, or actually I think it was like actually more like 3. So like one of them is like an emerald like necklace with kind of like a dragon kind of outlining it almost. So that's like a more intricate one. Another one's kind of like a nice blue bracelet that just kind of is, I guess, yeah, just it's a nice blue bracelet, and the other one's just kind of a nice pink necklace too. But then one of the big boy things is that he also was able to get like this very valuable, I guess, like red teardrop gem, which apparently drow like to like very value and stuff. And he made that into a little ring, and he gives it to Felix. So that's a little cute. Just little something just to give. Not to
Right as you hand
propose.
Felix this ring, he immediately just goes, "Yes." Wait.
What? I thought maybe like you used to like you already gave me my ring, and then like I like you've been helping me so much, so I thought it's like may as well like pay you back with at least like something you helped like give me. So I hopefully you can enjoy it, right?
A gift, totally. Does not mean anything more. Yes.
Well, I mean, it can mean like our bond together, right? I don't know. Oh.
Sure. Well, you don't have one that looks exactly like it, but that's fine.
Oh, true. Well, I guess we'd have to like find another one, but I don't know if that's.
I can totally work with that. I've got time.
Well, as long as you can get it, I can try to make one too. And then we'll have little matching rings, right?
Yeah, that sounds perfect. I will do that while you're back off work. Yes.
Oh, okay. Perfect. And then I just give him a big hug.
Oh. Okay. I shall see you then.
Also, I was wondering maybe if we could maybe like take a little vacation or something. We do have like maybe 10 days before we actually have to like go back to the city and check on everything. So
right, totally. Actually, I was thinking about maybe taking you to. Do you know the place near like the elves where there's lots of animals, all the fey animals?
Animals? Oh, I haven't heard of it, but it sounds intriguing.
Yeah, apparently it's some like sort of fey zoo. I thought you would enjoy.
I would love to go. We can just maybe pack our bags today and just head off, maybe.
That sounds like an idea. You sure your friends would be okay dealing with everything while you're gone?
I think they can handle it. So they have Joke here, and like joke here. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Like if they need help, they can just call, right? Maybe.
Do they have your number?
I don't know if I've ever given it out, but I feel like I've like called like Wes and maybe like Andy can use it, but they'll figure it out.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. I'll start packing right now.
Okay. Rip Felix.
I feel bad for this man. I feel bad for this man.
One
I really
day.
made Yusuf do that.
You made him do that, and that's really mean. That's mean and Zach.
Okay.
I'm not over it, Zach.
So that's gonna be that. We're gonna.
Oh, did I find anything out from the spell incantation thing too?
I need you to make an investigation.
Oh,
Roll that.
let's see. This might actually be some valuable lore. That is a. What's my investigation? 19 plus 7. 26.
It is a ritual
Mm-hmm.
from an old times. Specifically, I think the 3.5 edition of D&D.
Oh my.
It's called Fiendish Apotheosis. For some reason, the Warforged have not been able to fully follow the exact instructions of this ritual, but it is the closest ritual that you have information on.
Funny because Warforged's whole thing is like following instructions. They're robots.
It's ironic, very ironic.
Well, it is written in like ancient languages. Not quite sure if all.
Do we know
Warforged
what
have
said
copies
ritual
of
does?
that. It, over the years, will allow any creature to gain a fiendish body. They first turn into a half fiend, much like a half elf, and then a year after that, they would be able to turn into a complete fiend with all of its powers elevated from its original statistic.
Oh my.
I see
Okay.
why this is not in 5e.
Yeah, I guess I'll relay whatever information I got to the group too before everything. But yeah.
Okay. We're almost done. Almost done. We head over to Drakir's, I think, final memory. This doesn't come along easy. Instead of the two guards holding up suitcases, this time the other one is a. Sorry, I just got distracted by a lot of different notifications popping up on my screen. Now, instead of the suitcases and demand from the church, it is now a telephone on a pedestal made of iron. The telephone is your typical red-colored plastic telephone. The other one is a mound of flesh, and on it is what appears to be a beating heart. And a voice echoes throughout this place as you enter this sub-realm, as I would call it. It is the voice of Yaldabaoth, who tells you this. Okay. It seems that we have finally met at a crossroads. I unfortunately cannot let this final memory be released. It seems that Commune has been playing with her powers, and I do not appreciate her revealing this final bit of information.
Well, commune is a sword that will penetrate through the heavens. So give me that memory, boys.
Is that your choice? Even though if I take away that boon which I have given you, would that still be your choice?
Okay, well, you gotta give me some show of faith here. Okay. Is there anything else I can offer? Because Fleshbreaker honestly keeps us alive most of the time.
What is it that you have to offer to a new and risen devourer of gods?
Well, I've heard that Asmodeus is being a little bit of a bother down there in hell.
Mm-hmm. And that
And,
would not help me. For what reason?
well, it's causing a lot of ruckus, isn't it, down there in hell with all the demon lords trying to chew through each other?
Mm-hmm.
So, wouldn't you say that our ultimate goals, are aligned, since I also want to, at some level, dethrone Asmodeus and stop a lot of the other demons?
Asmodeus is but a pawn, dear Jokir. You see, if I allow him to destroy the prime material plane, then the gods themselves would have received no worship in the next few years, maybe decades, and that would weaken all of the gods to the point where eating them would be too easy, I would say.
So here's the thing. We're probably gonna end up killing Asmodeus one way or the other, so you should get a new pawn. I think that information that I'm giving you is worth a lot because you're getting ahead of the curve. You know, there's like insider trading. You know before anyone else that Asmodeus is a dead man walking or dead demon walking or whatever. You know.
And who says that I don't already have that pawn?
Well, in that case, you should understand that Asmodeus falling is a natural order of things. So you should take that insider trading value as worth just a single memory. Oh, great, Yaldabaoth.
In that case, you're just telling me to go down there and do the business myself, no? That I could
I
just
mean,
erase the plane touch from existence.
see, I feel like that doesn't help you as much because just like how the gods gain their power from humans, a lot of the fiends' power is also built on humans, or actually specifically, Asmodeus doesn't want to kill the whatchamacallit, what do you call those bitches? The tieflings, right? And that'll upset the entire balance of power.
I don't quite understand.
See, okay, wait. So Asmodeus gets his power from the tieflings, and Asmodeus wants to kill all the other plane touched. If all the other plane touched are killed, including the ones who already worship like certain fiends, then the balance is totally mixed up. So in order to maintain the balance, sometimes a human with a really big scythe is needed.
Make some points. You got it. But unfortunately, I am in no need of your services anymore.
Okay, well, can I roll for anything to figure out what to do? I'm not giving up Fleshbreaker. Is there anything other leverage I can use?
I, as a DM, will not be able to tell you what
God damn it.
would work, or if there is anything that you can sacrifice that would work.
Okay, let's see. While there aren't any services I can provide, I am in a very large group consisting of some interesting characteristics, and at some point we are going to go up against any greater authority in this world. Don't you think that it would be good to have me maintain both my memory and my powers for that time?
Letting you have all your memories, I think, would be bad for me. It would result in the awakening and the ascension of a new god, which I personally do not like. Unless you are offering it to me as more food.
See, let me tell you what's gonna happen, right? Okay, Yaldaba? Because Kamiyun isn't a regular god. Kamiyun is a god forged directly from the humans. And that means if we do, in fact, end up defeating Asmodeus, it'll end up causing more humans to be drawn to Kamiyun instead of your actual deities. And Kamiyun, because she's not an actual deity, she'll take a lot of power away from those who are actually in whatever astral plane the gods are in.
They're
Doesn't that
telling me
sound
to
like a
kill you
bonus to
right
you?
now.
No, because it
No,
helps you.
that's exactly what helps me the most.
Well, if you kill me, then my friends are still gonna end up killing Asmodeus because of plot armor at some
But
point.
none of them have any connection to Kamiyun, now do they?
Yeah, but the fact that they kill
So there
Asmodeus
is no
means
reason for the humans to begin to believe in Kamiyun. Perhaps I should
yeah,
make them
which is
believe
worse
in
for
fake
you
God.
because then the gods gain more power. Because the gods retain their power. Kamiyun takes power away from gods. It takes power away from the higher order. In fact, you should convert to Kamiyunism because it's a very chaotic way of life, Yaldabaoth. It's a very chaotic, assertive way of life that doesn't resonate with the gods or the fiends. It resonates with the humans, and that takes power away from those in heaven.
So you're leaving me with a choice to go down there and destroy the rest of your friends. Is that what you want?
No, I'm giving
Just
you
like
the
in the
key,
past.
Yaldabaoth. I'm giving you a way in, you know? I'm letting you in on the factory floor. I'm telling you ahead of the curve that this is how we're freeing ourselves from the gods themselves. Humanity will join you in its fight against the gods because humanity is going to be independent. We're going to be reforged in blood and steel.
And that
Possibly
is
really
exactly
shitty
what I do
steel.
not want.
Well, it's
I,
better
who
than
is
having
made
to
of
fight
flesh.
against the gods just yourself.
Who says that I'm alone? And
Well, you're
he
not alone.
creates in front of you an image of your past self, one with dark skin, white eyes. This is the pawn. The second pawn I refer to. I could unleash him into the world if that is your wish.
Wait, no, okay, Yaldabaoth, like literally I'm telling you that humans are going to kill the gods anyways, which will achieve your goal with it's an insider route too. Like literally if fiends were able to get to Kamiyun before gods did, then literally like because Kamiyun is a chaotic figure of chaotic neutralness just for humans in order to break out from the cycle of worshiping gods themselves, then it would literally benefit the fiends because they would gain a lot more power over God.
Kamiyun, unfortunately, has been helping the gods in the past. She is, in fact, the one who revived you back to life, not I.
Yeah, but
She
that doesn't
has
mean she's helping the gods.
She has plans against me.
She has plans for humans, and if you can make your plans align with hers, because your plans currently are to have Asmodeus kill the humans, if you maintain the humans instead, then that'll preserve chaos and overthrowing the gods.
There is no guarantee in this plan.
But it's better than relying on an Asmodeus who is destined to fail.
Asmodeus will always rise. He is very close to his ascension. Much closer.
But
Much,
as we know in
closer
Chaos,
than
Yaldabaoth, those who rise must also fall.
And so will Kamiyun.
Maybe, but not before promoting humans to the prime directive of this world. Above gods.
And that's exactly what I do not want, now is it?
No, don't you want to kill the gods?
I will kill all the gods, then why would I raise another one in their place?
Because humans aren't gods. They're willing to work with fiends. Some of them are terrible and some of them are good, and that's exactly the chaos
But
that
I'm
Yaldabaoth has
raising
always
another
striven
god
for.
named Kamiyun in their place, which I
But
still do not
she's not a
understand.
god. She is a fundamental core gestalt of human hope
You
and
just
power.
said in the past that she is a god made by man.
Yeah, exactly. She's not like a being that was born from before that gives human magic or creates the laws of this fundamental nature. She is directly the conduit by which humans adjust the world.
So exactly like Stavros and Baron and all the new gods who have risen, all from what I previously ignored. Is that what you're telling me
No,
Kamiyun will
because
become?
those gods still have a purpose that's not aligned with yours. Yaldabaoth, you are chaos incarnate, which lies directly within the hearts of every human, and that is exactly what Kamiyun demonstrates. That's why I changed to Kamiyun, because just like you, they resonate with pure, unadulterated chaos in the human heart, except I chose to follow one who represents humans more wholly.
In that case, I ask that you pick your loyalty between the two who are equal, I and Kamiyun.
Okay,
For
out of
one will
character,
always
Zach.
prevail against the two of them.
Out of character, Zach, the Fleshbaker is rewritten so that it is from Kamiyun, because what it is that Kamiyun is like simulcrating gods, essentially.
Okay.
So it is from Kamiyun. So Kamiyun is Fleshbreaker path, and Yaldabaoth holds the memory. I just don't understand where the choice is.
Fleshbreaker is inherently a power that was given to you by the boon of Yaldabaoth. And it still is. Kamiyun has decided to change the looks of it so that it is not quite obvious who this power is actually from.
Okay. So what's the choice here?
All of your memories back, and none of Yaldabaoth, or none of your memories, including the ones that you previously remembered, but you get the boon of Yaldabaoth.
Wait a second. Zach, this is a terrible deal. Okay.
Just curiosity, wouldn't some of what Jakir has told us be able to jog back his memories? Like, for example, what we as a party know, except for Laren, is that he's on a quest to look for someone, and he has.
I think we all know the implications of such deals and what doing that would cause.
So it would erase that directive completely?
If one of your friends tries their best to cause you to regain your memories, then whatever deal you chose would be bent in the way of memory.
Zach, this just doesn't make sense on a character level, because it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of messed up to like not be able to follow the path that I've made for this character while still be able to be protecting this party, since I built the build out of Fleshbreaker.
That unfortunately is a choice of a character. There are some things that you have to sacrifice, and people here have sacrificed a lot of things for their personal instead of
By the way,
the benefit of the party.
Before you continue this, did Jakir ever tell us about his past two memories?
Yeah, because Warwin talked about it.
No, the one during the time skip.
The recent
Oh,
one.
during the time skip?
Hmm.
I'm assuming
Probably.
we've been all... Because we've all been together, and we're all helping out.
Yusuf
So I
has
assume
gone.
we've talked about that.
Yusuf is the only one out there.
I'm just gone, yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone else in the Race United
Mhm.
area knows.
So then it'll be myself, Andy, and Bruiser, and Alli, and Laren, apparently.
So this is an offer of the future versus actually being able to protect the party.
You don't need to protect the party, it's fine.
How much
I
do you trust
mean-
your friends?
We have time skip, it's fine.
I mean,
Or is it only
You'll have
you
rocket scythe,
you
it's
trust
fine.
this whole time?
no, because
Is it
Rocket
only
Scythe
your
is also
power that
built
you
around
deal with?
Fleshbreaker.
Okay, think about this.
You always
You
act
ju-
like you care about friends, now do you? But it seems that when it comes to the end,
No, I think it's that Jokir is fundamentally built around the ability that through human willpower, literally anything is possible, even to overcome gods.
and here you are faced with a situation where that is not the complete truth.
I'll let you take my memories in exchange for Fleshbreaker, but separate your ties from it. Make it my own. That's the deal.
In your quest for Sivian,
Where there's a will, there's a way.
in that case, every memory erased. And to be safe, I will also remove any memory of Sivian, your past lives, from everyone, from your current party, from Chiron, from whatever database there is out there.
Yeah, okay, sure. But you'll never be able to remove the inexorable scar that Sivian has left on my heart.
That
The power of love shall prevail, because you know not human love.
I love all the references that
Perhaps.
Jokir makes.
that is what will kill me in the end. And if it is, then maybe, just maybe, I'll accept it.
Okay. And just remember that okay, God, my internet is unstable, so I don't know if you can hear this. Just remember this. I materialized my scythe out of nowhere, and I pointed at Yaldabaoth. The power of humans will pierce through all the veils of this world, and when it comes, everything shall be devoured. The gods, the fiends, nothing will be left except the plain touched.
Your actions
Best of
have
luck to you.
consequences.
Best of
When
luck to
will you learn?
Everything fades black. There now lies no memory of Sivian, of Aster.
Oh, also before I black out, wait.
Wait, does that mean no one would know?
No one remembers, but my heart yearns for Sivian.
What about the statues?
What about the statues?
I was just
They're
about to
just
say that.
2 empty statues.
Yes.
Just 2 empty statues?
So Aster and Sivian?
That unfortunately is the power of a greater deity, one who devours other deities.
Who the hell do you think you are? Can I get godly protection?
Yaldabaoth laughs in his raspy voice, which I have not been able to do this whole night, and I don't know why. Thank you. Perfect. We now go
Wait,
to-
sorry, I lagged out for a bit. I need some confirmation about specific things.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I said, "Who the hell do you think we are?" really loudly. That's just a reference we need to get in there for the fans. God, I lagged out again.
No, we can hear you completely. You
Oh,
just can't
okay.
hear
So
us.
I can't hear you guys, but eventually I will catch up. Also, I want to make sure that all my members is Aster also Eden?
Yes.
Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry, Nathan. That was your character, and it
No, it's
really
okay.
sucks that got erased. But my
Man.
heart yearns.
Elton would never see Aster ever
The
again.
next thing is Fleshbreaker is my own power now.
Yes.
So nothing changes, just the fact that it's my own power. I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. Elton unfortunately does not remember Aster either. I forgot to mention that.
So anything that Aster and Sivian have done that was good now is just gone. Or like
Yes.
people don't remember. Okay.
Okay, that's your next
Head
step.
over to Alli and Shira.
Wait, I want to be there too. I want to say goodbye
Well,
to
yeah,
Ali.
everyone's gonna be there.
Georgia.
Is Georgia there? If not, I can do West first.
Georgia and Calco.
Georgia.
I can't scream. I can't yell. I'll call her.
Georgia's
Do it.
not there. Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
call
go with
her.
Andy and West first.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi. When in the month?
Uh,
This is right after we got back.
This is probably towards the end of the month. Wes has been talking about parents who's been contacting him for quite a while now. And he just goes, they've made their decision. Unfortunately, I can't stay here.
Oh, where are you going for?
Back home. Do some family business, maybe.
That makes sense. For context, I think Andy has spent the month trying to harness his powers more, practicing, probably picking up small gigs, cleaning stuff up around the city, or killing demons and trying to earn some money. But yeah.
Yeah, I see that you've been doing a lot of progress. I'm super happy for you.
Yeah, I didn't realize how lucrative adventuring could be. I mean, a little better than the cosmetics business. A little more tailored to my skill set, I would think. But
Yeah, magic was never my strong suit. Tried learning it in the past, just never had, I guess, the passion.
that's fair. I don't know. Sometimes it feels, more often than not, it feels like a burden. But
But you're blessed with this ability. I really don't know what to call it.
thanks. Hopefully, I can live up to its potential and do stuff with it. But I mean, working with your family and getting to be in your family business, probably that sounds great. I mean,
Totally. I guess I could give you my address. You could hop over sometime.
yeah.
Yeah. I have one more poem
Oh,
for the rest of the group. They're all here. They're still waiting for Alli.
I'm going to miss you a lot. Stay in touch, I guess. We
Oh.
can time face every day, or
Hopefully, the Skynet does wonders for us, and I will miss you too. Hopefully, you find someone along the way. Perhaps better than me. Though
No.
that'd be a tough thing. And best of luck, I guess, to Yusuf and Felix. I support their relationship. Maybe we can do
Yeah,
that.
Yusef, Felix.
He's not here, is he?
Yeah, I just want to apologize for putting you into so much danger along the way.
Oh,
Whatever.
no, it was fun. It was fun. Adventuring is really not for me, but I can see that it suits you.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Zach, before
Well, I
we
guess.
before we go to Alli,
Yeah.
oh, she left. I want to do one thing. I'm pretty sure is Agile with me? Has he stuck with me this whole time? Well, at least he can learn some healing from me, I guess. I want to find a merchant who sells picture stones as accessories because I don't trust phones. Those things are monsters. I want to find a picture stone, and with that, I want it to be enchanted with a picture of Zag and Alli, and they're like adventures together, and have it be a necklace.
Okay.
Can I roll an int check for how clearly I can piece out the holes in my memory?
Sure. Do it with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 16.
With
Okay,
disadvantage?
and an 18. So we take 16. Minus 1, 15.
It looks to you as if Sivian and Esther have been replaced by two completely different characters.
Aww.
This is bootleg Sabine and Esther.
Yeah, but they don't.
Are they stick figures? Are they like those shitty drawings of like I don't know, like you know when they do like animations of speedruns and stuff and they have shitty drawings of people? Is that what they look like?
No, they look like normal people. We'll say two humans, sorcerers as well. They never had that conversation with Asmodeus. Never went into hell. They just sort of disappeared from your life after a while, just like old friends.
Okay, what about my holes in my present life? Like the fact that I was born 17 years old.
That you were born 17 years old, that is filled in with the idea that, sorry, what's his name again? Camune has been able to revive you all this time. And that
So
she
do I
deeply
remember
and truly cares
Yaldabaoth
about you.
though?
Nope.
No. Okay. It's okay, Zach, we'll work there, and then I will kill every single god you have ever come up with in this world.
Oh my god, he's an official D&D 5e god.
Okay, maybe not the D&D 5e god, but every god that you've come up with, Zach.
I will wait for the day.
Let's go.
Every homebrew god.
Alli's goodbye.
Alli, you could receive a phone call from Shira, your one and only dear sister.
Yeah,
Beloved.
she exists.
Hi, sis. So, I'm glad that you finally fixed the, you know, what do you call it, the bad publicity as of late.
Hi, Shira.
Oh, okay. I guess that's the only thing that you would greet me with. Always disappointed to see me, but I just got news.
Wait, what did you say? You just got news?
Oh, I just got news.
About?
Signing a contract for a world tour.
Bruv.
Yeah.
Zai, do you hear this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So apparently the company that was managing the Mutant Queens outlived their legacy.
No, fuck them.
No, fuck them.
Yep.
Okay.
And to add more emphasis, we said that in unison.
Yeah. Wait, Zai. 1, 2, 3. No.
Go, fuck them.
Oh, we tried.
We tried.
We'll do post edit like we do. So I was wondering if that's okay with you. Also, this Erickson dude has still been calling me up like every
Oh,
day.
fuck him.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He broke your musical.
That's true. Actually, fuck him. Like, but what's he saying?
He just wants to reconnect. Apparently, that's the only thing that he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Can I whisper to Alli? You can do so much better than him.
Bruv, I know. Collect and select. Let's explore the option.
Okay, tell him that, I guess.
Wait, no, don't tell him that. What?
Oh, what do I say? Do I
Don't
start
say
saying
nothing. I'll just reappear. in the hometown. Okay, go on. Is that it?
Yeah, well, we just need you to sign like a digital signature if that's okay with you, if you're like done with all this adventuring phase of your life.
I don't know if I'll be ready. A world tour does sound like another adventure, so you know.
I mean, any tour is an adventure. So she's not really done with her adventuring life. However,
I'm just gonna start a new one. Yeah.
Yes, if that's the way that I'm gonna, you know.
That's how
do
we should
that.
market this too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. Yes, that's the right thing.
Okay, I'll sign the thing. Is Dad there?
Dad? Yeah, why?
Yeah. Nothing. I'll talk to him when I get home.
Okay. He's doing all right. He misses you. That's what he says. I don't.
Okay.
That's a
Kira.
lie. I mean, what?
Okay, thank you. See you in like however long it takes to travel back.
Oh, teleportation circle's ready by tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Bye.
And you wanted to talk to Damior.
I want to, yeah.
So Damior actually just appears in front of you one of these days.
Okay, cool. Hi.
Yes. Hello. I assume that you've gotten the news.
Mm-hmm. My mother gives her regards.
That's more than I could have ever imagined.
Catch me at my world tour.
Pretty sure she is going on the world tour with you.
I'm sorry I never talked to you earlier when we met. It was just, I wasn't sure if that was the right time.
It's okay. I wasn't ready. Ready now.
Okay.
I think.
Well,
I mean, you are ready.
Yeah.
And you have to go alone this time.
Rip.
Rip.
Watch me die without Zai. I'll literally die the first thing that happens.
I'm pretty sure you can kick any ass out there.
No. Okay, Alli hugs Zai. On that.
Before you go, because I don't usually trust those phone things, I got you a gift. Another accessory.
OMG. Yes.
So I give her. I take out my pocket. Also, Zai looks different, by the way, Alli. Like
what the fuck?
He's gotten a makeover. And in front of you stands Zygon, but with his hood, short sleeve. He has this whole black mask, only you can see his eyes. He has this dark blue tunic under his dirty red bloody chest plate. And his trousers are have armor platings, and he's wearing combat boots. He also has bandage wraps on his hands and wrists. And he's wearing one gauntlet. And you can see on his forearm, you can see a shining tattoo.
How long have you been looking like this instead of the other?
Nearly half a month, during the cleanup.
Oh, GG. Alli notices right now.
I mean, you were too busy providing entertainment to the people.
Yeah. It feels low. I like the outfit.
Thanks. And I give her a stone, and in this stone that projects an image of just you and I posing like it's a selfie.
Bro. Wait, no. Bruv.
It's a picture stone of us. So because I don't like those foam things. This
Okay.
this is a replacement.
Is it a wait? What is it? Is it a bracelet? No.
It's
Is it
a necklace.
Oh my god, a third neck. Okay, I put it on immediately, and I'm like, look, I'm literally have so much metal around my neck right now, but it's so great.
Well, at least she'll just look like she's wearing a turtleneck, but it's all metal.
I support
This is
that.
my armor of jewelry.
So you're gonna be a big pop star now, at least.
Yeah. See me on the billboards.
Pretty-
Those exist here, right?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
billboards.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on the billboards on the Skynet, big and famous. Just don't forget me.
I won't. I can't. I hold up the necklace, and then I like put the hologram thingy up. I'm like, I'll show this to every audience that I have, and they'll just be confused. But I won't.
People are looking for me. Remember?
I will not do that.
Yeah.
I will look at it before I go on stage every time.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not a goodbye. It's just see you later.
It is because no, it's not a goodbye. It is a see you later.
It is a see you later. Good luck on the big stage.
Good luck, killing demons. I assume. Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hope you don't die. Please don't die. If you ever start dying, call me right away.
Yeah, I'll do that. And I get before like he's not really good at like social interactions, so he just gives you a big hug.
Yay! Alli hugs him back. But like she's really small.
Yeah.
So this is very out of proportion. But yeah.
Good luck on that superstar.
Thank you, sir. She bows, and then I don't.
I bow
know
back.
she leaves.
I bow back.
Oh, I don't actually know if she leaves. Like, does she just walk away or something?
On the teleportation circle, now you and Wesley stand.
Wes!
Wes gives his final poem in commemoration of this party, which Wes turns to Alli and just goes, "Have you finally decided on what to name this group?"
Literally, the cool cats. Oh, Kato. Let's name it Kato.
Oh, thanks. I'll put him as. Oh no.
But with a K.
Put him up. Put him up.
Wait,
Kato with a K.
not. I can't find the actual man right now, but as my
Okay.
background. Here.
I love it.
Kato.
That is as good as any, and
Big
that
cat.
my poem is complete. The poem. I don't believe in heroes by Wesley MacArthur. I don't believe in heroes, just like in them TV shows. I don't believe in the ancient tablets and spellstones, nor the technology and phones. I don't believe in the dragons nor the gods who watch and watch and watch and watch. But I believe in songs and scythe that slice and dice our foes. I believe in animals and alcohol and the comfort they condone. I believe in loyalty and trust that never backs down even when they want it to. I believe in love that never leaves, never fades, even when you're gone. I don't believe in heroes, but I believe in you. And with that, Alli and Wes seem to activate the teleportation circle and disappear as the two of them take their last bow in front of the Kato party.
Right before they leave, I plant a kiss on each of their foreheads and say, "Commune guides you," and give them whatever commune symbol is.
Commune.
Oh, we're along with them.
Become communists.
Ah, yes.
And that is where we're gonna end today's session.
And so continues their story of chaos, as these unlikely heroes unfold the mysteries that hide in the world of Alpaz. Thank you for listening to this session of Alpaz First Ascension. Keep a lookout for our next sessions on the NatChaos channel where we release episodes every Saturday. Disclaimer: we do not own the music. All music and sound effects are owned by Michael Ghelfi. If you like his music, please check out his YouTube channel and Patreon in the description and comments below. Thanks, Michael, for letting us use your music.